Hello Collective, thank you for choosing my video, I really appreciate it. So I am just preparing some cards for our little reading today. I'm using these small ones. I don't use them often, rarely, but I've been being given a message for ages to use them, but I don't know, we'll see what comes up. I don't know why I don't use them, but they're saying to. So, yeah. Alright, so as always, remember to just literally take that resonates and leave the rest. Everything won't be for you. It's not a personal reading. If you do want a personal reading, then my details are in the description box below. So yeah, let's see what's coming forward. Thank you to those who are liking, enjoying my channel, for those that are making contact in the comments. I'm loving your comments, and those that gave donations and sharing my content. It's massive. Thank you for that. So let's take a look. I'm already seeing that somehow these are a bit mixed up, so we've got a couple in reverse, so we will keep them as reverse. Being told these will go with them, so that's going to be interesting. And they're already showing me, where are those ones? They're already showing me another set to use. Oh, there they are. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck we have House in reverse. Let's put that upright. So we've got House. There's something going on around a premises of some kind, regardless of where the situation is that you're currently looking into. It's just suggesting this house could be it can be a house, it could be a business, it could be a hospital, a prison, it could be a university. They're just showing me this in the background, may be significant. Yeah, something going on behind closed doors. Number 20. So let's take a look and see what we've got. We have got, in reverse, we have sad news. So because it was in reverse, we've got good news is the opposite, obviously. So someone has had good news, and they're also showing me bad news. Sad news in reverse is someone not being able to get over some kind of sad news. Suffering in silence is also what they're showing me, but let's just keep it light for the moment, depending on what way the energy takes us. And we will say somebody is getting over some sad news, and or had some news that is good from a bad situation. Oh, so look, we had House and said that it could be prison. This is prison here. So we could be looking that somebody escaped jail or some kind of something. I'm just being reminded, I did a reading a while ago. Don't forget, these are timeless, so when they come into your experience is when they will obviously be relevant. So don't look at the date that it was posted, because I'm just getting these messages out, and you will be able to sift through them as and when you come across them, and you'll get the messages contained within that you need with your spirit guides. So we've got somebody overcoming bad news, sad news to do with a prison. So, or somebody's had news that someone's in prison, going to prison, and they're not able to overcome it, someone being stuck. We have expectation. So this was in reverse. So an expectation is the expecting something to happen. So this will be a given, I would be saying. So someone is just getting over some news regarding a prison sentence, or somebody went to prison, or they're not going to prison. You place it where it needs to go for whatever it represents for you. Another one in reverse, we've got good lady. So with it being in the reverse, we've got a good lady, so someone pretending to be a good lady but actually they're not. So this could be it could be for you, collective. It doesn't feel like it is. It feels like it could be somebody speaking on a situation. So they could be saying somebody isn't a good person. There's an expectation or a given that a particular someone is going to jail. We've got here in the upright a little child, so it could be to do with a little child, children. I'm wondering if you're thinking the same as me. We did pick up on a really random message that came through. This could be potentially tapping into that again. We'll know as we go deeper in, but so far we've got a little child. It could be surrounding the concern or a situation of a child. It could be somebody acting childish, it could, and immature. It could be a collective of children, and also it could be somebody young. Okay, and then we have his thoughts. So potentially we are looking at a male and female. So a female could be wanting to know the thoughts of a male about a prison sentence or an expectation of someone going to prison. Let's take a look at our little favourites. So sad news, imprisonment. Well, here we go. It's the confirmation. We've got somebody is trying to get their head round some upsetting news that they've heard, which is connected to someone going to jail or currently in prison. They are showing me somebody may have taken their life within the prison system. Sorry if that connects to you in some way, but there's no doubt for the way the cards are coming forward that we are looking at sad news, prison, and that's clarified by imprisonment. And here we go, we got thoughts. So somebody's thoughts, and they're just showing me someone in prison is telepathically communicating or trying to, which is also something else that's reminding me that we've touched on in a couple of the other readings. So someone's had bad news. They're showing me again that we've done a reading where it said that somebody either thinking about how they've spent their time, or they're coming out and their thought process has changed. They're going to change their actions. Doesn't have to be. For others, it's about somebody is in prison or imprisoned within their mind. They're overthinking something, or that's their expectation. They're trying to turn that round in regards to it's inevitable that they are going away, but maybe they're seeing if they can clutch at straws or change people's opinions, and them being shown that's not going to happen. This is coming forward because the energy is building, whoever this person may be, male or female, that it's absolutely letting us know this pathway is set. There's too many things that are showing that this energy, whatever it's connecting to, is already manifest. So somebody is currently firefighting. That may be significant for some of you, but also it is showing that there's that they're trying to make the best of a bad situation. They're just giving me another viewpoint. Somebody could have escaped jail, let's say, and now they are rethinking how they're going about their actions moving forward. They're also showing me that with this thoughts in prison, that it could also be the collective thinking, speaking and discussing about the consequences of people's actions or something, without trying to pin it down too much, because it's still feeling a little bit scattered. It may not be for you, but it feels very, very generalized at this point. We've got wealthy man, and what was this? It was expectations, overcoming expectations regarding a wealthy man. So low expectations, they're also showing me, and also they're showing to the low expectations. No, what are they showing? It's low regard, disregard, no expectations. I can't think what it is, what they're showing me. I can see it, but I can't translate the feelings into words properly. Bear with me. Standards, yeah. A low expectation with the standards, or didn't have high hopes for someone, or something along those lines. A wealthy man. So the wealthy man would be in the tarot deck the King of Pentacles, whether in reverse or not. This person could also be in the reverse. And look, this is how on point we are. Expectation is following expectation surrounding a wealthy man, and it's connecting to some kind of prison sentence, or maybe what they're showing as well, that maybe people are discussing within the community an expected outcome for a wealthy man, whoever that may represent for you. But they're showing me a conversation of people questioning, how has this person escaped prison with what they're doing? So that would be significant for some, not all. So our expectation was with good lady. I think that was in reverse, wasn't it? Yeah, so someone's expectations have changed. Expectation feels like it's the wrong word. Good lady. So it feels like people have had a high opinion of a male and a female, or whatever, don't have to be together or connected, but it's almost like the public opinion or the community, they've reversed the way that they're viewing something. Okay, and then we had little child and journey. Taking a child on a journey, so a child could be being removed. There could be a history, like with the other reading that we touched on. I can't remember the title, sorry. A child taking a trip, or wanting to encourage a child to go somewhere, or going somewhere, leaving a child behind. Something about immaturity in the direction. So somebody is being immature with their actions, or they're not. Yeah, they're being childlike, naive. They've not got the mental capacity to see the bigger picture and the direction that they're heading. And then we've got his thoughts, mature man. I love it when they're like this. It's so on point. So his thoughts. All right, so we've got thoughts out here twice. We've got imprisonment out here twice. We've got wealthy man, sad news, expectation, journey. Let's just take these and see, because for me it feels like there may be a few of you in the collective that you've got your own individual situations you're wanting to know. There'll be a reason that they've told me to use these cards, so you're going to be best to place this message more than me. I'm sure you're the same as me. You're loving these little cards here because they give you that little bit more depth. So let's just go in and see if we can go in a bit deeper, and then we'll throw some tarot on top. So let's see, what have we got for sad news and imprisonment? We've got triumph and success. So a positive outcome for someone is sad news for someone else. Definitely we can take that from. So this would be the collective are pleased with a result and an outcome, and that there's that sense that there's nothing less than jail. They're just questioning again that there's a conversation about how has somebody escaped jail. So there may be a strong expectation that someone was going to jail, and it may not have happened, or they may have got off. So that will be a thread in its own. Thoughts is clarifying, crown chakra is clarifying thoughts. So we said earlier, if you remember, when I touched on prison, that we could be looking at somebody telepathically communicating from prison or doing some work that way. I would say we're definitely sticking with what that is suggesting. For crown chakra, somebody wasn't operating in their, using their intuition. Somebody's intuition is blocked. So with our expectation and wealthy man, what have we got for that? So what we're wanting to know is it this good lady in reverse? So someone that was presenting as good and now public opinion has changed, or she's turned out not. That is it her that's got the news of going into prison? I know that that's been something very strong within the readings. Or are we looking at she's got this news of this wealthy man has gone to prison or escaped it, and her expectation of what's to come is what's worrying her? We've got an ending. So we've got an expectation of an ending. So we could be looking here at somebody, and they're reminding me we touched on a male or somebody passing over whilst in prison custody. So that could also mean the beginning process, there was an expectation they were going to jail, but they passed away in between getting arrested, or whatever that could mean to your situation. An expectation that they are going to live the rest of their days in prison, and that their life will be taken in the sense of no freedom, no further freedom. This could also be the perspective of this good lady in reverse, that is her pathway that's happening, and it could be, if we're picking up on previous readings, this good lady has tried to take the life of this man in some way, shape or form. That's also something to consider for some, not all. We have, yeah, so our good lady and expectation, this just jumped out, and we've got new beginnings. So, all right, so if we're going with the wealthy man passing over, whether it's in jail or not, maybe if they've passed outside of jail, there could be a suspicious suspicions being brought up to the way that they passed and the wealth that's connected to them. Doesn't have to be wealthy mega bucks. It's just signifying somebody that typically is good with money, works their own business or connected to finances, could even work in the finance industry, doesn't have to be, but as another situation. We've got here an expectation of new beginnings, but that could be this person's reputation has now been switched round. So any expectation of a new life, new beginning, they can forget about it. So with this child, a little child and journey, let's I'm going to take 2 for this, because I feel we need to get a little bit more depth with that. So we've got discontent and boredom. So children, impatient, doesn't have to be. So somebody acting impulsively because they've got no patience, they're feeling bored, they're feeling agitated, they're bored, and they're trying to do something like something petty, childlike, just for their own entertainment, fun, and just to bide a bit of time. Yeah, foundation and achievement. Somebody is playing with other people's lives, with somebody's life. Somebody is trying to maybe move away. If this wealthy man is a what's classed as a bad character, this female may be trying to move away from them and taking a child with her. You can reverse those roles as it needs to be. They're just letting me know also that I'm separating it male or female, but we could have a female operating in real heavy masculine energy, or we can flip that to a masculine that's operating in female energy. They wanted to point that out. So there's again house. We had house at the beginning, the underlying energy of this situation. So someone's bored, waiting for changes around the home, for something to be set in place. Yeah, fulfillment of wishes. There's that expectation of reap what you sow. It may not, for some of you, represent that they're going forward into abundance and bliss. And for others of you, this is what they've lost by going to prison. All that they wished for absolutely isn't coming true. Fulfillment of wishes is the equivalent to 9 of Cups, hopes and dreams, wishes coming true. So when we're looking at this mature man, number 5 signifies change and loss, for some, not all. Yeah, I pulled out 2 cards. So this mature, oh no, the journey goes on there. So a journey being brought to an end. Yeah, waiting for a journey to happen. So with our mature man and thoughts, maybe this mature man is connected to the occult, dark arts in some way, and they are being intrusive on other people's thoughts. That's how they're getting information, which is an absolute spiritual violation on every single level. So this person could be dropping on people's thoughts and collecting information, taking it back and using it as their own. We've got rest and rejuvenation. That looks like it's signifying some form of meditation and going into a trance-like state so that they can access somebody's energy, maybe multiple people, doesn't have to be, and this mature man is either listening to somebody else's thoughts or they're coming back, sharing their thoughts on what they have found. So yeah, that's starting to form a little bit better. Please press the like button if it's making sense to you so we can lock this energy in. We've got here number 8, so that's signifying this year, somebody's expectation of positive movement forward. For some, it's going to mean that it's absolutely couldn't be further from the truth. Their ass is going to be smoothly, swiftly moved into new beginnings, but that new beginnings is behind closed doors, behind bars, which is the imprisonment, or it could be representing no peace of mind, that they are imprisoned within their mind and they're trying to find a way out. We've got here temptation, number 15, which is signifying the devil card, the devil energy in the tarot pack. But this temptation is somebody did not choose to step away or move away from a situation. They were too called in, sold their soul to whatever this may represent, and now they are moving swiftly into jail, or they've sold their soul or sold information that they know, their thoughts, or however they've acquired this information, and they've sold it, or they've caught themselves in some kind of trap. Imprisonment can be trap, can be mental trap. Someone's in a situation that they can't get out of right now. We've got victory and success, so something didn't go to plan, the wish fulfillment didn't come true, or we're looking at a collective community, a positive outcome, that there was an expectation of that. Because this is a general reading, it's not going to match everybody's situation. I'm trying to give you what they're showing me that is more resonant to the stronger energies within the collective that are using this information to uncover what you know. And on that, they want me to let you know that everything that you are doing is valuable. Nothing that you've done previous. They're giving me a 3-year window in the past. Whatever you've been putting your focus and attention to within the last 3 years, it's not going in vain or going to waste. You're going to be using that for this next cycle that you're already in, moving forward. So don't feel that you've wasted time and energy on focused on a particular anything. Know that it is going to be valuable and used for something a little bit further down the line. They just want you to know that you're here now hearing this message, and they want you to know that you're paying attention, you're taking it all in, and that you are going to be given opportunities to put your skills into play. And that's why we're all slowly gravitating together, because we're moving forward in a collective group, and we are sharing insights of what we know in regards to the messages that these spirit guides and light beings are bringing forward for our information and understanding on a deeper level. We've got here spiritual strength, which is confirming exactly what was said. You guys know that you are protected, even if it doesn't feel like it. Yes, use your discernment on the physical realm, but know that you are untouchable at this time within the spirit realm, because you are here doing your thing. You signed up for this. Many of you have got past life attachments in some way, shape or form to the situation. The 4 groups that I'm actually aware of that we've been moving around looking into, we'll just keep going deeper and shining a brighter light, and we move around the groups. But what they're saying is that yes, yeah, the attachment to past lives. So number 9 is karmic completion of a cycle. So for those of you that do believe in reincarnation, I know not everybody does, but the message is still the same. There's something in a past lifetime, parallel lives, or playing out right now, that you are generational curse breakers and cycle breakers. You are breaking that loop and moving forward, and that's what you've signed up for. So there will have been past situations that are still left unresolved or unanswered. What you're doing now is you're coming together, sharing information, regardless of what angle you've all come together and found this particular platform. It doesn't matter the history, the background. You've been savvy enough to move around and be open to receiving new forms of guidance and information, and in that they are going to bless you with golden nuggets that's going to open your jigsaw puzzle out. There's gaps within it, but they're gonna help you to fill a big picture of it. They're also wanting you to know that yeah, that with the past life, that you're literally jumping at the bit, and there's been a situation, either you didn't get to close a cycle out, or you done your life review after you passed over, and then it's like, fuck that shit, get me back down there. I don't want to time out, I want to get back down there. And anybody that's umming and ahhing, do I want to go back, I want to go out, fuck that, let me take their place. It's a spiritual form of queue bunking but in the politest way possible, and that's where you guys are right now. It's like, no, I'm here for a purpose and a reason, let me get on with it. They need you to know that you are loved, you are protected, you are doing your thing, it's very valuable, and you are part of a whole, you are part of the collective, and every single one of you are pushing that boulder up the hill, and they are going to show you the big fireworks display at the end of this of what that boulder looks like when it comes and crashes everything down. In a positive sense, we're pushing through for change, and that's exactly what's happening. We're restoring balance, and the scales are being balanced across the board for everyone. Nobody's wish for seeing justice or a particular outcome is going unheard. You just need to know that it just takes a minute for the scales to rebalance, and to give those that are refusing to look within or acknowledge this new change that's pushing forward, they just give them a minute. That doesn't mean to say everyone's got to have a minute and all at the same time. No, it's those that are at the top of the chain have got further to fall. So it's like that top down filter, but we're switching it round like these cards are in reverse. It's going to take a minute, but they will be able to see the one below. So whatever this one is, we've got the sacral chakra. There's going to be news that you're happy about. There is going to be reason to celebrate. They're showing that you are already getting wins. But where is your focus right now? If you've been heavily focused on something for 3 years, and you're starting to have itchy feet, boredom with the information that you're getting, and there's no growth, you're not learning anything new, now is the time for you to make that active take that action to move around and just explore whatever you're drawn to. We've got here the throat chakra. Continue to speak your truth and speak up that you are protected, and the truth is always protected, so keep pushing it forward. And they want you to enjoy yourself while you're doing it. You're not going to be losing karmic points and not being able to ascend or whatever because you're having a little sneaky chuckle within of somebody that's getting karma and their asses are getting absolutely hammered, whipped and all kinds of good stuff right now. But it's what they've also signed up to. We came into this game with having a choice, as much as we can sit there and say, but our choices were taken away from us. Well, in a way, yeah, but in a way, no, because that choice was replaced with, where is the fight within you to bust out of that hole? And that takes generations. But here we are right now, that we're taking the control back, taking the power back, and we're also being blessed with manifesting what our expectations and we would like for the next bit to come. And that's a real beautiful place and energy to be in, and you're a part of it. With that was their choice. It's everybody's choice in this lifetime to choose which pathway they want to go. If you're taking the rob from everyone, and just the deception is pissing everybody off. We're wanting transparency now, and the truth is coming out, and this sense of it's okay to fight for transparency and to be able to, I'm only asking a question, don't need to fucking have a fight about it. I'm asking a question for understanding so I can process what the fuck is all of this. And that's all we're doing. And anyone that wants to block that right, now is the time that together we are empathizing with the neighbor, our counterparts, or that we see within each other. It's collectively we're like, yeah, I want answers. It may be answers to something different, but if you're going to wherever it is, the Wizard of Oz, that you can get some answers, I might as well come along with you, because I fucking want to know my shit as well. So that's all we're doing. We're moving around getting answers. So with our balance, we have love begins. You're in a new cycle, a new journey. That's why they're saying love what you're doing. You're good people within, and now it's time to loosen up and let's play in the new game. We're in a new cycle. The new game's already begun. It's no time to wait for people to wake up and think, oh, what, we've started a new game. Sorry, I was still caught up in the commercial break. No, we're keeping it moving. We're like, there's loads of fun to come, and that comes in the form of seeing how the spirit realm really step forward and make their presence known. And that, from my experience, is an absolute reality. And whether people want to say, no, it's in a delusional world and whatever, that's fine, have that opinion. But the world of way I see it and how it reflects back to me and how I love it and how I've always feel protected, and I'm given wisdom and insight and opportunities to implement that into my life, and everything feels lovely and amazing. Peace within. Oh fuck yes, I'll take that delusion all day long until I'm physically shown something different. That's my backup, and that's yours also, collective. This is where we're going. This is the this is what we've all been calling in. It's taken its time because it needs to physically manifest into the reality, but the time is now. We are here. It's already begun, and you're already in. There's no saying no now. You've already signed up for this. So we've got the universe is crossing with our sacral chakra, and I love it. So let's just see, let them have their final say. What does the angelic realm want to say? Seems they are, as always, heavily all over our readings, which we don't mind. That's what we're here for, to hear everything that they want us to know, and just to feel that bit of love that they project to us. So we have King of Michael. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. Oh, look at the angelic realm doing a little mic drop. We've got balance and love begins, and that is 5 of Ariel. So you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Yep. We will leave you with your thoughts with that. That's just beautiful. We've got the 3 of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. And that's exactly what this is about. We're here to heal those timelines of our ancestors, of those before us, and our higher selves, our soul fragments that have been displaced along the way. We're calling it all back in. We're calling back to us all that's been taken in all lifetimes, in all dimensions. We're calling it back now, and we will receive those blessings in this lifetime, because the old way has now finished and we are just manifesting a new way forward. So we might as well pop in that pot. Yeah, I'm up for popping in an abundant life on all levels. Thank you very much, universe. We will thank you in advance, because it already is so. There you go. I hope you loved that reading as much as I loved connecting to them. So let me know in the comments what was making more sense for you, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.